All right, what's up, everybody? We are on episode 13 of Death Note, and the titles they stay interesting every single time. This episode will be called Confession, which, of course, immediately had a lot of thoughts raced through my mind about what this possible confession can then be. Could it be Light actually confessing to L that he is Kira? Because, Misa, of course, the new character that we've been introduced to in the last couple episodes, I mean, it's clear that she's quite the threat, right? And she's kind of like a loose cannon or something. I don't know what to call it, but Light very much realized that she is just giving away certain details that you're not supposed to tell people about, right? Like the Shinigami and stuff. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. At the same time, I do feel like the most likely confession that this will be is simply that Light and Misa are going to be meeting up. We already saw them in that very last episode leave on a point where they were both literally visiting the same restaurant, I think it was, which was very convenient, and I wonder if there was more to it or if it really was as random as it was pointed out to be. But I mean, him actually making a confession to her or vice versa or whatever, well, I mean, vice versa is not necessary, of course. So that definitely does seem like the more likely outcome of it all. But I'm looking forward to seeing how things are going to play out. Last episode, of course, also very much focused on that little story that we got about the Shinigami, and this particular one that was called Gallus, I think. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But of course, we learned that like this Shinigami had essentially fallen in love with Misa. That's the whole reason why she is the one with the Death Note now and stuff. He actually saved her from her impending death by killing the guy that was supposed to be, killing her at some point in that alleyway. And because of that, basically sacrificed his own life as a result. And it was mentioned how his life also, I mean, his lifespan essentially carried over to her. So that's pretty fascinating because I saw somebody mention that as well, which I hadn't even thought about that myself. I saw somebody mention that on Patreon, how that automatically makes it make a lot more sense, I guess, that Misa was okay with getting the Shinigami eyes, because we don't know, I think, as far as I know, we don't know how old the Shinigami get or how old this Gallus was supposed to get, but it could have literally been hundreds of years, right? So because of that, Misa now has this incredibly long lifespan ahead of her. I really wonder how that would exactly like play out. Like, okay, say she actually will be able to like live for 500 years now or something, right? That would be kind of crazy. Like, how does that even work? How does the real world even react to that situation and stuff? And what does it mean for her aging process or whatever? All these details that probably don't matter all that much and that I'm not really going to delve into, because I feel like no matter what her age is, they're just going to have to get rid of her eventually. And that's, like that's why the age won't matter in the end. But that's it's still fascinating. And I do very much wonder if that whole storyline about this is how you can kill a Shinigami is still going to come back in some type of way, right? Like, I could definitely see, for example, Misa using that knowledge as a strategy to get Ryuk maybe at some point to fall in love with her or something, so that she can actually get Ryuk killed. Or I don't know, like just, she'll also want to take care of her competition. Well, for now, she seems kind of obsessed and infatuated by Light. And the real Kira. So I very much kind of wonder what their confrontation or their encounter is going to play out like. I do feel like with this episode title that it's going to happen faster than you might expect, and that's something that I'm already, very used to from this show, that the story events just play out incredibly fast. But I mean, I'm really just excited to dive in. Maybe one quick detail that I could still touch on. So we haven't really gotten back about Light's dad's heart attack. And so it was mentioned to me also how on Patreon that was apparently just real, which actually caught me a little bit by surprise, because I remember all these circumstances happening all at the same time. I felt like they all had to be connected in some type of way. And that, like Light's dad's heart attack, was the thing that I found most suspicious of it all. But apparently it was just kind of random like that. And, somebody also pointed out how you can now actually see with Light's dad that he has these like gray streaks in his hair. So this whole process is very much weighing on him, this whole case, I guess. And so I don't know, it to me it's a little foreboding or whatever, man. I gotta say, like, I wonder how the story, how the story will ultimately end for a character like Light's dad, because I feel like I don't know. I mean, again, I haven't really thought about the full direction that the show is going to go into. I do feel like when we get to, say, episode, I think 37 is the last one, right? When we get very much to that end portion, I feel like the show might turn into something entirely or something where, like, I don't know, I can see kind of Light by the end of it really gaining these full god powers or something and really becoming more of that type of figure. I mean, the intro kind of teases that too already with showing him in that type of angelic way, which of course could also simply be a simple representation for, that he's already playing God essentially right now. So it doesn't have to mean that, but it's kind of like, I'm just, literally telling you all how I feel right now at this point in the show, and kind of like that I could definitely see it turn into something a little more insane by the end of it or something, where like he literally like decides over everybody's fate, and I don't know, he might have entered the Shinigami realm himself or something, right? Because we keep seeing that for a reason. So I would imagine that he's gonna like visit that at some point too. And I think it was already mentioned how he's gonna basically be a Shinigami now, like because he has the Death Note, he can't really go to heaven or hell anymore or something. I think Ryuk said that. So once again, they're just teasing a bunch of stuff, and I'm very eager to find out how it's all going to play out, because I feel like you've just got so much potential here for the directions that this could still go, that I'm incredibly excited to watch it all unfold. For now though, of course, if you enjoy my reactions here, guys, you can already watch the next 8 episodes right now over on Patreon, which is linked on top of the description. What that means is that over on Patreon, we will be on episode 21 right now for you to check out, so go and do that. It's linked on top of the description, and of course, your support is greatly appreciated and helps out the channel. Over there, there's also full-length reactions should you want to watch the entire episodes along with me. But for now, let's dive into episode 13 of Death Note, called Confession. Okay, another one.
日記バカがまた動いたのかじっとして待てないのか日記をテレビに映せってああ、これだ
Okay, wanted a diary to be shown.
去年の日記か5月30日にそうしようと言ってるようにしか見えないこんなのテレビに映したら一般人にも意図してることがバレる
Wait, but he said it was from last year.
ノートに触れなければ死神は見えないのにどうやって
Or is this to communicate that this is what Misa wants to do?
ねえレム、なんで死神の目を持ってても自分の寿命は見えないのか
ノートを持った人間は殺す人間の寿命だけが見えればいいそして死神同士が相手の寿命を見られないのと同様
Ah, right, yes, she doesn't even know how long she has left herself. Okay, and Shinigami apparently can't know from each other either. Interesting. Right, because it's obviously just meant to communicate something, so...
ですよね。こんなものを放映したらパニックになり、試合が中止になるのもわからないってことか。
Yeah, nobody would show up.
どう対処すればいいのかわからなくなりました。日記を放映すれば30日の試合は中止という発表もしなければなりません。日記を放映しなければ第二のキラは動かない。
それに中止した場合怒って何をするか。
それは大丈夫ですよ。
They're still assuming it's a he.
キラを崇拝しているようですし、とりあえず日記を放映し、試合中止を発表するとともに、その上でまた我々の作ったキラから了解した青をという内容の返事をする。
まさかドーム周辺を検問しても来ると考えているのか。
Yeah, I mean that's like extra difficult.
第二のキラはわかりません。どこまでバカなのか見えませんから。それとそこまでバカじゃないということも考え、この日記に他のメッセージが隠されてないか考えてみます。22日、友人と青山で待ち合わせ。24日、友人と渋谷で待ち合わせ。もし偽キャラが捕まった場合、ノートだけでも僕が抑えなければ、最悪そこにいたものを含め殺すしかない。僕も行くよ。
ライト。
大丈夫だよ父さん。青山渋谷はたまに行ってるところだし、松井さんと一緒にうろうろしてても。
Yeah, so he feels like he's not responsible for her now, essentially.
第二のキラが
Because she's just reckless.
キラだけだ。
I can never tell what they're thinking just through their facial expressions.
はい、龍崎です。当日はライト君のことも注意深く観察してください。わかりました。
What was there something he was able to tell?
0% じゃない限りはあくまでも疑って。
Or is it literally just that, making, continue to make sure? Because Light is not cleared of all suspicion yet.
遅かったのね。うん。捜査協力していることは秘密にするんだったな。大学でガールフレンドがあら。
Oh my god.
そのくらい当たり前だろ。サイも頑張れよ。
そんなの頑張らないもん。
ライト、
How old is his sister?
ホテルのルームサービスで済ませた。
キャー、お兄ちゃんホテルって。なに
Oh my god.
さてリュウク、
I'm finally beginning to understand why people always make fun of the word nani.
答えられるなら答えてくれ。声かけたりしていいのか。
どうだろう。俺は人間についた時点で。
Oh, he's not allowed to communicate?
ルール違反だと思うが。
Oh, okay.
別にそんな掟はないから。
So they both need permission.
話しかけてくるかもな。
僕がキラだと教える可能性もあるってことか。
普通はしないはずだが性格次第だ。
で、リュウクの性格は僕の考えている通りの人間だな。
ああ、俺は死にがついてる人間を見て、
Yeah.
ライトに教えない。
I love his
リュ
mannerisms.
ウクが正しいと思うよ。
どうも。
Such a joker.
どうやってお互いを見つけ出すのかと思って調べてみたんだが、22日、青山のノートブルーというクラブでイベントがある。
The note blue.
ブル
Okay.
ー、それにノート。
Note, yeah.
思ってたより知恵があるのかも。だとすれば、それだけこっちも気をつけなくてはいけないが。
Yeah, I mean,
現状では
they don't know anything about her yet. They're still assuming it's a guy, too.
あっちには自分がキラーであること。
It's completely hard to tell who you're exactly dealing with and whether they're smart and what their agenda is, I guess.
これは一体。
僕の大学の友達。
I still don't know that either, in all honesty.
どうも。
僕のいとこの太郎さん。
Okay.
東京は初めてで、彼女も募集中だそうなので、
Oh my god.
誰か立候補してくれない？
ライト君。
Awkward.
さすが。この若者の集団に刑事がいるなんて。
これだけの人数で
Ryu just hovering
も
over.
しリュウクを見られても誰についているかはわからない。
Ah,
テレビの
smart.
監視カメラへの壁にもなるし、操作方法としても
Can't pinpoint who exactly it is. Yeah, I doubt Misa would do something as elaborate as this. Oh shit, wait, isn't that the fangirl?
ヤガミ、
What?
月くんかな。こんな簡単に会えるなんて思ってなかったよ。
Wait, is she going? Oh, she's like dressed up.
名前わかったし、あとは簡単に調べられるわよ。
Wow, that plan
変わ
failed
った名前
fast.
だしね。
Damn. Okay, yeah. We're definitely dealing with someone.
月って書いてライトって
Blood
読むの
type.
か。なんか素敵。それに
Oh
しても
my
すごいな、
god.
ヤガミライト。中学2年3年とテニスの全国大会で優勝。
Yeah, he's good at
今年は
tennis.
東欧大学の入学式で新入生代表の挨拶。まさかキラがあんな若くてかっこいいなんて。
Oh no.
何もかも想像以上。
Really likes him a bit too
平
much.
気で登ってるところあるし、世の中狂ってるね。住所も分かっちゃった。
ノートブルーにもそれらしきものは一人も現れなかった。まさか本当にドームで。
No, dude, you already got spotted. Oh shit, and he's about to find out that she knows already, I guess. Yep. The 23rd, so the day after, yeah. Oh shit.
まさか
Why should reveal the name or something, dude?
相手の死神がリュウクを見つけて教えたのか。
もしこれが本当なら、 23日に投函されていることから該当するのは
Yeah, is the 22nd. Yeah, exactly.
やはりヤガミライトがキラか。
Damn, dude.
という確証はない。第2のキラは見つけたと言っているだけです。接触はまだかもしれない。
Okay, so that really was like the only message to you. Like, okay, I found him.
第2のキラに今度は警察が呼びかけてみるしかありませんね。キラが誰なのか教えるよう呼びかけるんです。
Hmm.
最悪の展開じゃないのか？
Well, I mean,
まずいな。相手側の偽キラだけにどう動くか。
you don't know yet that she likes you a little bit too much. I doubt that she would just give you in. But I really do wonder, like, what she's even trying to achieve. Trying to play on her morality. Yeah, she doesn't really seem about that, though. Oh, shit. Oh my god, just goes up to his house? This is... Oh, so now this plays in with him saying he had a girlfriend. Man, she sure is dressed appropriately, too. Oh, okay, she's just... Okay, well... He could just fake like that's his girlfriend then, I assume, right? That's what he's gonna do. He must know immediately who he's dealing with. Wow. Oh shit.
偽キラだ。上がっていけよ。こないだ言ったろ。
I was gonna say, he's not gonna... Yeah, for a second I thought he wasn't gonna play that call out, I guess.
なぜわかった？
やっぱり目の取引はしてないんですね。ノートを持っている人間の寿命は見えないんです。
I mean, didn't he know that? Oh, okay. Oh, he did not know that particular detail. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, hard to keep track of exactly who knows what.
キラの秘密がバレていた。
これからはあなたの言う通りに動けば捕まらない。そうでしょ。そして私がエルの名前を見る。私はあなたの目になる。
Oh my god, damn. Yeah, now she just becomes an asset to him, but why?
だから。
彼女にしてください。
Well, technically you already are.
無理だ。だいたいあの日の青山はいつもの3倍の監視カメラがついていた。あの日青山に行ったのなら必ず君はどこかに映っている。それくらい分かってくれ。
What is she getting?
青山に行った日の私の写真です。
Oh, so yeah, because she was dressed up already, like they won't be able to tell.
じゃあ指紋は？
あれは私の指紋じゃない。私だって少しは考えて行動してます。
She let somebody else do that?
今まで私は関西にいて、オカルト好きな友達がいたんです。
Okay.
私が作ったインチキな心霊映像をいろんなテレビ番組に送ろうって持ちかけたら、彼女は乗ってきた。
Man, she sure had interesting hobbies, didn't she?
あのキラの映像を重ね撮りして音を入れたんです。
They all think I had 5 steps. It's insane.
どうしている？
あなたが殺せと言うなら今すぐにでも。
Oh my god, what the hell?
あなたが預かってください。
She's just willing to give it all up, essentially.
私にあるから。
But why? Like, I don't...
そうよね、レム。
確かに。
What is this infatuation?
なんでこいつここまで？
Yeah, I would just be confused, literally.
しかしもうノートから何ページか切り取って。
なんでそこまで疑うの？私はあなたに利用されるだけでもいいの。私の両親はちょうど1年前、私の目の前で強盗に殺された。そんな時、その犯人を裁いてくれたのはキラ。私にとってキラは絶対的な。
Okay, she's like thankful to him for that.
どうしてもあなたに会いたかった。俺を。
He didn't even know what he did, but yeah, okay, I see.
思ったよ
I
りバカではない。
mean, she's not stupid, that's literally what I was gonna say,
これ
yeah.
からは僕に従うと言っている。
like all her intentions do seem genuine, you know what I mean? Doesn't seem like he has much to fear anymore. I'm still a little weirded out by it all though.
彼氏にはなれないがふりはしてあげられる。僕に会うため、僕の力になるために、残りの寿命を半分にした君の目は
好きになってもらえるよ。頑張れ。
Yeah, maybe you'll be able to eventually, you know, down the road. Oh my god, what is this? Oh no. What is he thinking about now? He's just happy he has someone else he can use. Great. I really like that bit of explanation at the very end there for, you know, like why she felt this real desire to meet him all this time and why she was so, I guess, obsessed with him. It wasn't as much obsession as it just was kind of gratefulness, I guess, right? Because something really personal had happened to her. And again, it's like, it's just something that you don't really consider. And so for 3 episodes now, I was essentially just kind of like confused most of the time, right? Like, why is she like this? And now you find it out and it's like, okay, yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense. And it's something that I could have never really thought about before. You know, her parents got killed and there was some guy who had gotten arrested for it, right? But yeah, people started to assume that he might not have done it or something. And Light then actually killed that particular guy. And she's just very thankful essentially to him for it. So much so that she's essentially willing to just like give up everything for him. Which is, you know, like again, it's obviously it goes a little bit far, but because it is such a they made it they gave it such a personal twist now that suddenly like I feel like it's a lot more believable, and so that's what I find just, you know, great to see. At the same time, speaking about, well, you know, quite the opposite. What was not so great to see was then that smile on Light's face at the very end, which just makes me question, what was that about? Was he thinking of something specifically, like some plan that he can now use it for or something? Was he just thinking about the fact like, oh, look at me, I have another asset essentially, yeah, to increase my own power or something? Is that what he's thinking about? Or what is he exactly thinking about? Is he thinking specifically about like killing her, you know, ASAP now down the line? I don't think so. I mean, I think, yeah, again, I think what it is just happiness / you know, like just yeah, I really think it's just like, oh, he is more powerful now. He gets the Shinigami eyes without having the Shinigami eyes, literally, right? I mean, this was something that he was trying to avoid all this time because he didn't want to sacrifice half his lifespan, and now he still gets to have it, just, you know, for essentially, yeah, something that he didn't even directly. I mean, he did cause her to come after it, but he could have never seen that as a consequence of his actions before, and he just realizes that like it only seems to affirm himself and his behavior and stuff, right? Of like, okay, I just need to keep going with this because good things will eventually be coming for me, and I'll be able to just be more and more powerful down the line. And I have this girl now who literally just wants to be my girlfriend and will do anything for me. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little scary to see. It really is. I mean, I still like Light as a character, like I said, but I've been very open how I can't exactly say that I've been rooting for him, honestly, from the start. Still looking forward to seeing how it plays out. And and again, like, he's not a totally evil character either or something. I'm sure that he has certain good intentions, at least in the beginning he did, of like, you know, killing, he just wants to kill criminals and make the world better, right? And maybe he truly believes that, like, I'm making the world a better place. At the same time, of course, he is very much also high on his own ego. And yeah, that's only getting worse and worse essentially as the story progresses. So it was just all in all a great episode. I just couldn't have seen it coming that it would go in this direction. You know, cool to see the little bits of, again, the information that we're getting about, for example, the Shinigami, and just how they once again turn the story around with Light making so many preparations of trying to hide his identity by literally fusing into this group of his friends that he went with, only for him to be recognized immediately on the spot. You could have never seen it coming that was going to play out, right? Because they do all this building up. But so this show constantly goes against the traditional, traditional storytelling in a way. I never quite see it coming, how fast they get to the point. And that's so fantastic to see because, yeah, it's just surprising all the way through. All in all, this was, like I said, a great episode, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing where the next one will go. For now, I hope you all enjoyed my reaction, of course. The next 8 episodes will already be up over on my Patreon, which is linked on top of the description. Over there, we will be on episode 21 right now, so you can catch up all the way. Linked on top of the description. Your support is very much appreciated. Full-length reactions are up there as well. And then for now, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.